We're going to turn now to the nationwide school bus driver shortage. Districts across the country are reporting an unprecedented number of vacant seats behind the wheel, which is causing a lot of difficulty transporting students to and from school.
Yeah, one superintendent, though, in Maine, taking matters into her own hands by taking the wheel. She's learning to be a bus driver to help combat the issue. And here she is now, Dr. Monica Henson of the Oxford Hills School District. Thank you so much for being here with us. And how's the training going? This isn't you can't just show up with a driver's license and say, I'll take the bus. So how is that training going?
Thank you for having me. I'm in the self-study stage, and we are studying, all of us who are training are studying the guidebook, and we will have time behind the wheel, and then we will get our applications in.
Wow. Dr. Henson, I know you said we could call you Monica, but it feels wrong, so I'm going to call you Dr. Henson. You're the superintendent of Maine's 5th largest public school district. It's a fairly new position, and yes, you were adding school bus driver to your resume. That speaks to this unprecedented problem. Kids aren't able to get to school in some cases unless their parents drive them. They have hours-long commutes. Talk a little bit about what your community is dealing with.
Right. Well, Oxford Hills happens to be the largest district in terms of geography. And I have kids who are riding school buses for almost an hour and a half when we have to consolidate routes. And in some cases, we've had to cancel routes. So this is a shortage that we were experiencing all over the country before the pandemic. And the pandemic has just made it 10 times worse.
And explain to us again, Dr. Henson, why in the first place? So like you said, the pandemic made it worse, but what are the reasons behind your district and really districts all around the country having such a shortage?
Well, the pay for bus drivers in school districts is not what they could earn as a commercial driver working for a trucking company or in deliveries. So we're competing against the private sector in a tight labor market already.
Well, Dr. Henson, there are a lot of people in your community who appreciate what you have been willing to do to try and help alleviate the situation, and they wanted to say thank you, so take a look.
I want to thank my new superintendent, Dr. Monica Henson, for thinking outside of the box and taking the initiative by getting her CDL so she can be a substitute bus driver. It's that kind of leadership that we need.
I just want to thank you, Dr. Henson, for getting your CDL and getting our kids to school safely. We really, really appreciate it.
You are a rock star, and we appreciate that you are stepping up to do that.
I'd just like to thank Dr. Henson for taking the time to make sure that our kids can get to school.
Dr. Henson, what does that mean to you to see that and to see that gratitude?
I'm just overwhelmed. I didn't expect that. I have an incredible team. Our teachers, our bus drivers, our cafeteria staff, our coaches, our paraprofessionals, everybody is literally on all hands on deck for our kids. We're just so glad to have them back in school, and we want to keep them in school.
Okay, well, you have a smile on our face. Look, everything you said, you're talking to the kids of educators here, and we know what you all go through in the classroom, in the office, but to see you, this is what educators do. They take the extra step, whatever they have to do for their kids, and you're doing it as well. And you've inspired. We want people to know you have 7 other staff and teachers who've actually been inspired by what you're doing. They're also going to get their CDL licenses. So, ma'am, congrats on everything and being an inspiration, and we hope to see you down the road, literally on the road. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Aw, that is inspiring. I love hearing that. And you're right, educators are the best. They will do anything for their students.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.